My BF hit me. Some context: I was playing Fortnite with his 13 meters younger brother. My BF kept yelling at me and judging literally everything I did in game, and every time I told him to stop and his brother told him to stop, he would say he's giving advice. We still told him to stop and he wouldn't. I finally got off after the third game as I couldn't take his constant criticism while I played. We had an argument and swapped places, and he began to play. He mimicked something I said as soon as he sat down, so I pushed the back of his chair. It wasn't even hard enough to move it. This is a gaming chair, so they roll. And he turned around and hit me hard enough to leave 2 marks and break the skin on one of them. His brother saw this and we were both a little speechless. I turned my back to them. When my BF finished playing, he acted as if nothing happened. I told him to get away from me as I really didn't want to be touched right now. He acted confused and his brother made a comment about him hitting me. My BF then started to say he didn't hit me and that I started it, and I showed him the marks. As I'm writing this, he just came in and acted again as if nothing happened. He had a look at the marks properly this time and then started saying he didn't mean to, and he just got angry. BCI bashed his chair again. I hit it not even hard enough to move it because he had mimicked me in a high-pitched voice. He's now sitting at his setup ignoring me. I don't know how to feel. I live with him and his parents currently, as I have no other options with living expenses and my parents also being abusive, so really I can't leave him and I don't want to. I'm starting to overthink it and thinking it's my fault, or it isn't a big deal as he went off at me. Saying that. Edit. We've only been dating for 8 months and I don't want to leave him because I love him. Update. He has apologized and told me he didn't mean to hurt me and is currently ignoring me gaming. Seriously, could have written this myself 20 years ago. Abusive parents. Moved in with BF family. Our relationship got sour, but I stayed because I worried my alternative was homelessness. He didn't hit me but was very emotionally and verbally abusive. Trust me, this does not end well. Took me 4 years. A terrible marriage and a dump truck full of debt to finally escape that. Do not do that to yourself. Find a friend or someone else you can stay with. Seriously, like today. You only been together for 8 months and he already lost his temper over a game. Imagine being together for longer and actually dealing with real life difficulties. Figure out a way out as soon as you can. This is not normal and you deserve better. This is him testing boundaries. It will escalate. What's the dynamic between his parents? How's your relationship with his parents? 1. His parents need to know because his 13-year-old brother was a witness to domestic violence. That's what that was. 2. I think they need to know to be aware if he ever dates anyone else after you. I don't believe abusers should be protected from familial or societal judgment. 3. He hit you in anger, which says he probably doesn't have a real great handle on it and he's a danger to others too. His parents being aware since he has a younger brother is pretty important. You need to find a way to leave. You're right that this usually isn't the last time, which is why you leave immediately or as soon as you can. He's clearly a dick with how he was treating you and his brother telling him to stop belittling and criticizing your playing of a game. His complete denial that he hit you and then saying you made him do it. Huge red flags. Please leave. Please inform his parents because his brother was a witness to DV and needs to have a chat with an adult. You aren't adding to their plate. Their son who hit you in front of his brother gaslit you that he didn't do it and blamed you for him hitting you. He's the one adding to their plate. Your BF is a dick. I'm sorry you had to experience this and I'm sorry he's downplaying it. I'm sorry you have nowhere else to go. I would try and save and leave when you can. So he hit you in front of a child and then instantly darvoed. Sounds like even the child knows this is wrong. You need to wake up and smell reality. He's got you trapped living with his folks and he's abusive. You need to get yourself out of this situation if you don't want to become another statistic. I lived with my ex and his family. He hit me too. In front of a 4-year-old little boy his family was childminding. I brushed it off, blamed myself and told myself it was just a slap. I stayed with him for another year or so. During this time he continued to hurt me, including an incident where he waterboarded me. I told him I was leaving him. He beat me with a belt to punish me. When I left, broken and my confidence shattered, I moved in with my mom, who I don't have the best relationship with. But it was just temporary. He broke in and saw me. That was the breaking point for me. My mental health plummeted and I struggled a lot. I wish I left at the first slap. Now it's been 5 years. I've had therapy and I still have PTSD, but I'm happier. I have my own place. A loving boyfriend who would never hurt me. A gorgeous little boy and a little girl on the way. I'm sorry for the long post, but my point is, don't blame yourself. Realize your worth and refuse to let anyone touch you like that again. If you do decide to leave, I would say to, but I know it's hard. I hope you find somewhere you can thrive. Heart. Imagine what he's gonna do the first time you refuse sex. Single quote. We've only been dating for 8 months and I don't want to leave him because I love him. This isn't love. Love is an action. It's something we do. His 13-year-old brother was clearly appalled by what this individual did to you. This will get worse. Love yourself, not him. Oh honey, I know you love him. Please leave while you can. Take off the rose-colored glasses as the red flags are waving. He is totally gaslighting you to believe that it is your fault for him hitting you. Just because you pushed his chair does not give him the right to lay his hands on you. Ever. It will get worse. Even his brother recognized the wrongdoing and he is only 13. Make your escape plan. Take pictures. Document everything. Be safe and get out immediately. Run. Run far. Run fast, whatever it takes. Just get out of this relationship. It's very rarely, just once. I'd bet a huge chunk of money that this will escalate and not have a good outcome. You should not stay with someone who is willing to hit you. There is no excuse for it. He doesn't even sound like he admits he was wrong or is sorry. If he hit you once, he'll do it again. The fact that he's not even acknowledging what he did, but his brother did, speaks volumes. Run. Depending on location, many places have shelters that could give you a place to stay so you don't feel trapped. I'm studying as a social worker and might be able to suggest looking at what's available locally. And in your state, hitting people isn't okay and this is not normal behavior. You need to get away. He will do this again and it will only get worse. You really consider contacting the domestic abuse hotline. They can help with housing if you have no place else to go. Anywhere they place you is better than staying somewhere that you'll continue to be abused. There is only one answer to this. You need to leave this man. There are always options. Even if you think there aren't. Find a women's refuge, contact your family doctor for advice. If not, it will happen again and only get worse with time. Best of luck. Watch the show Made on Netflix and tell me if you want to end up like the main character. Update. He has apologized and told me he didn't mean to hurt me and is currently ignoring me gaming. That's what all abusers say at the beginning of their abuse. Leave. Have a little self-respect. You deserve to be treated like a person, not a punching bag. Just dump this off. Oh well, if you're gonna stay you might as well prepare for your own funeral.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.